has a good amount of knowledge on the issue, right? And then the decision that they make on that topic, on that issue, becomes final and binding. All right. So again, it's a decision made by somebody who is an expert or has good knowledge on the topic, and then their decision is final and binding. Obviously, as you can kind of deduct, both parties must agree to these terms, right? Number one, they have to agree to allow X person to be the decision maker, and then they have to agree that they are going to abide or be binded by that decision that that person made. Does that make any sense? Right? And I hope that you remember the two differences. In here, you might see this one again, right? The mediation is impartial mediator who helps negotiation of a settlement. What does that one mean? And as you see it, how does that one differ from arbitration? Without me telling you any further about this. Yes?
So isn't it like, for scenarios, people go to mediation for like child support or all
Okay.
that, and then they agree on it, so it's going to go to court, and the mediator sends it to the judge, and the judge assigns it? Is that how that works?
Well, you got the arbitrator, right? The arbitrator is the one that makes the decision, and then you abide by it, right? That's the arbitration. Mediation is somebody who helps as a middleman or middlewoman with the negotiations. So it probably kind of explains to you where the other person is coming from and how that could benefit you, and it does the same to the other party, right? Kind of trying, because probably you and I cannot talk, about our issue. So the mediator is there in the middle, kind of hearing each other's story, and then in a way trying to translate it to me in a way that they think is going to make sense to me, and how it's going to benefit me if I actually decide to settle, and then it does the same to you, right? Says you, well, but Alex is kind of his position is this, and I think that if you actually can see it from this perspective, you're going to avoid the cost of going to trial and all this. So the difference here is that that person is also trying to get us to settle the issue, but at the end of the day, that person doesn't have the authority to make a final ruling. So that's the difference between the two. Arbitration, the arbitrator actually has that power. Once he or she hears both sides of the argument, the person has the authority to come down with a final ruling. And both of us have to agree by it and abide by it, right? The mediator doesn't. That person only tells us what the other person thinks, this and that, but the final decision is still up to us, right? Sense? Remember that one, okay? All right. And actually, to your point, to your point, because we don't have time for that now. I know it's, anyways. Mariah Lessig. Mariah Lessig.
Yeah.
Anyway, some states require like a lot of the issues to actually go through the mediation process as a requirement, pre-requirement, if you will, to bring a lawsuit. Does that make any sense? In a way, it's kind of try to resolve it through other means before you actually kind of bring it to our system. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
See if you can go and figure it out through mediation. Then, as a last resort, you can kind of come to us.
Okay.
All right then. So, yeah, you guys are really getting yourself together, but that must mean it's over.